Hello everybody, Firestorm here for a video. Let's put some light on, that's better. Well, as you can probably see, I'm in a new place now. Not new place as in house, I've just moved all my computer stuff into what used to be a shed that then got converted into a home office that I worked in for 4 years. I now no longer work in this office as I got made redundant. But hey, it happens. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about stuff like that. No. I want to talk about, as many people may be aware, that the first teaser for the My Little Pony film has just been released. So, well, let's start with, I'm loving the look of the new animation. It very much has a very good, well, it feels like anime. It has a very anime feel to it with this animation that they're going to be using. I've noticed the characters look a bit different. I suppose that's the animation style, but I do like how it looks. I suppose the biggest question is the animation style they're using in the film going to continue on over to Season 8? And is this film going to signal something new for the franchise? Because obviously it's a different thing, but the original Transformers film, when that came out in '86, that changed the franchise. So is the My Little Pony film going to do something similar? Is it going to change something in a big way? Obviously time will tell. But I'm generally looking forward to it. As I said, animation wise, I think it's a very, very beautiful animation. I like the new animation, I think it looks very nice. I know a lot of people have been thinking or saying on chats and forums and commenting and saying that it might be too kidified. Well, Hasbro know that their fan base for MLP is largely adults. Now, obviously, also it is a children's show, and obviously they have got a child audience. That's pretty obvious. So they will no doubt take it into account that they're going to have young and old watching this film, so they will no doubt try and balance it. I mean, you can balance a children's film and make it enjoyable for both adults and children, and they'll probably do that. So I'm definitely looking forward to it, though. I have to say that I'm really wanting to see some extreme levels of character development in this film. They have been doing some pretty nice character development in Season 7. I have liked the way they've been doing that, especially the last episode where they actually finally did an interesting episode about Applejack's parents. That was really good. But in this film, I want to see some extension of the characters. Hell, I'd love to see some really good improvement. I suppose improvement's a strong word, but I'd love to see Twilight and Spike's relationship be more fleshed out, because they've known each other for a long time, so I generally want to see that fleshed out more. I think this film is going to be definitely give Hasbro the ability to expand characters, obviously to learn a lot more about the world that they've created and get to see more characters. I would definitely want to see this film, the events of this film, carry on in Season 8. Because I know Season 8's already been confirmed, so I think it's important that the events of this film carry on. Because I don't just want it to be a film and then that's it. And then there's nothing else after that. Obviously there'll be Season 8, but I mean, it doesn't link in. So I'd love it to link into Season 8, and out of curiosity, as I said, I definitely want to know if the animation style's going to continue on, or if it's just for this film. If it's just for the film, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, because realistically, why bother to change the animation style just for the film, if you're not going to do it for Season 8? So who knows, you could change it. I mean, from what I've seen so far, pretty much standard stuff. Obviously, there's a new big bad showing up. They end up going on an adventure, looking for help. Definitely liking the new character, the unicorn with a broken horn. I completely forgot her name now. I know what her name is. I'm going to find out right now what her name is. It is This is good, people. I've forgotten her name. This is annoying. I've completely forgotten her name. Right. Give me 5 seconds. I'm going to find out what her name is. Sorry about this, but I need to know. Right. The character's name I'm thinking of is Tempest Shadow. Thank you. I completely forgot. Tempest Shadow. So Tempest Shadow, pretty much as soon as they revealed her character, I really like the look of her. They've obviously got a dark character there. Something bad's happened to her because her horn's gone. She can apparently still use magic by the looks of things. And she seems to have one hell of a grudge or vendetta against Twilight. So there's something going on there. Either maybe they've got history or some reason she just hates Twilight, who knows. But clearly she looks like she's going to be maybe more of a villain than the Storm King is. Because even though the Storm King is tasked as being the main villain in this film, Tempest Shadow seems to be maybe going to be the main antagonist for the main six. I'm definitely interested in the Storm King because he looks a lot like Tyrek. So I'm kind of got a theory that he's from the land where Tyrek originated from. So it might somehow tie into Tyrek's reappearance in season 4. And the character, as I said, the animation, I'm going back to animation again, I just like how the animation looks. But I definitely, 100%, I want to see at least some. I'd love to see some more background on Celestia and Luna in this film. Maybe a bit more about the origins, a bit about where they came from, how they became Equestria's rulers, what were they like when they were younger. Stuff like that they need to address in this film. They need to really start addressing background history, because it's not really ever really been touched upon in the series. If we could get to see more of the history, that'd be worth it. Because obviously Storm King's going to come from somewhere, and he's going to have a history, so it needs to be discussed. So I'd love to see Celestia and Luna actually have a bit of a role in this film, a bigger role than they normally have in the series, and to learn more about them. As I said, I want to see Twilight and Spike generally their relationship, if you will, their characters. I want to see how they are, flesh them out more, really get to see what their opinion is like. Because one thing that's never really made clear is how does Twilight view Spike? Because in a layman's terms, Twilight is like Spike's mother, because she hatched him. She brought him forth from the egg, with a magic test that she had to do. So is their relationship a lot deeper than it always makes out in the series? Because in the series, Spike always comes across as being Twilight's assistant. He's sometimes kind of viewed as the comedy relief, but other times he's a very important character. I really want to see his character grow in this film. I want him to be more than just the comic relief, because he clearly is meant to be more than that. He's an important character, and I think he should get his I don't know, 10 minutes of fame or something. He needs to be fleshed out. So hopefully that'll happen. I think the main six in general, they should have the ability to be fleshed out a lot more in this film. Hopefully it isn't going to be too generic. I mean, from what I've seen, I know it's only a teaser. Hopefully it won't be too generic. Obviously they can learn from the series, they can learn from the fan base. Hopefully they will take into account the fan base, because it isn't just kids, bronies, older adult generation watch it. So it's like anything though, isn't it? I mean, Transformers, vast majority of Transformers fans are obviously older than the target range, so it's pretty much the same thing there. So hopefully Hasbro will take that into consideration. This film is going to be enjoyable for the young and the old, for the the children and the adults and all that in the middle. So hopefully that's something to look forward to. Just through and through, really, I'm looking forward to seeing Tempest Shadow, because her character intrigues me, and I feel like she is a very key character to the film. And I don't know, maybe she's a real antagonist. Maybe the Storm King isn't. Because okay, I know you can't go about everything you see in the teaser, but she seems to be very important to the overall story. So I'm going to look forward to seeing her more. Now, as for other characters, here's one question I've got. I know that technically it's incomplete, but Luna's not listed on the character list on Wikipedia, but to be frank, she's going to be in it, because if you actually look in the trailer, in this teaser that's been released, there is a scene, very briefly, where you see Twilight, Celestia, Luna and Cadence, so they're all obviously going to make an appearance in the film. Obviously Twilight is, because she's part of the main six, but the other three Alicorn princesses will definitely make an appearance. Discord, I'm hoping, will show up at some point, because you've got to have Discord. Discord's just brilliant. Discord is just such a great character, so he has to make an appearance in this film. Hopefully they'll balance it all out, and they'll get equal screen time. I definitely don't want a repeat of how it usually goes in the series, where something major will happen, Celestia and Luna will be taking out the fight really quickly, or just won't really appear. Twilight and her friends deal with the problem, then Celestia and Luna show up again. I don't want that to happen in this film. I want Celestia and Luna, and even Cadence, to have a strong role in this. I don't want, I don't know, Shadow Tempest to show up, do whatever she does, the Storm King shows up, Luna, Celestia, Cadence just taken out like that, I don't know, imprisoned, and then Twilight and her friends have to, rescue them. I don't want that to be the overall story, because that would just be too cliche. So, hopefully, these characters are going to get more screen time in the film. So, we'll wait and see. Obviously, it's not out till October, I think, so it's a while off yet. Nosy, if you're watching this, I am dragging you along to see this film. Okay, you are coming with me, because you pretty much agreed on that. Hell, maybe we'll try and drag Tony to go and see this film. That'd be fun. So anyway, that's my 50 cents on that, people. I could talk all day about this, but I just want to make it brief and just get a quick opinion out there. Probably might have more to say later on. Actually, yeah, I think I might have more to say later on. Nosy, me and you need to do a video about this, a full thoughts video, what we think, what we want, so on and so forth. Yeah, we'll do that. And then no doubt we'll do a video after we've seen the film. But anyway, so, that's my brief opinion on the MLP teaser for the upcoming film. Thanks for watching. Peace out, everybody.